This video is about buying dried fish supply for Susan's cafe. I'm here right now in the biggest stockish of dried fish here in Cebu City. I'm here with Susan because I've given her capital from a subscriber, Mr. Ben, to have a capital of a new business if she wants to expand her dried fish. So she had a capital for the cafe food, cooked food. Now she had another one to sell dried fish. She is quite known in our community to sell dried fish, and this is the place where she get most of the dried fish. The trouble is when she was the one buying the stocks, she often come here because she don't have a lot of capital to invest on the dried fish. Now that the school is back, there's a lot of people looking for dried fish from Susan because she knows how to select them, not so salty and not so really dry, not half. So this is what she's buying. You know, that one, the open one, yahan ang yapon. That's 260 per kilo, and this is another popular one. This sap we call this. Magyapon ni siya lang to 60 yapon. To 40. Dili ka pa sap. So she's buying a few stocks of different one, like anchovies dried, and this here the sap. So it's a different kind of anchovies. You got the big ones and the small one. So this is the dried fish haven here in Cebu City. It's in Tabuan. Yeah. Ay lang, ma'am. So this is behind the frontage of Tabuan. There's two kinds. The frontage is those first class fish, good for pasalubong, but if you want the dried fish that's for retail and consumption of the locals, you have to go behind the back of Tabuan. So the prices also differs when you're in the back of Tabuan, like here. All sorts of dried fish like squid and boneless. Tagpila na ron boneless danggit, ma'am? 850 per kilo. Unsa kay na siya nga? Aka nang
pusit, squid. Kani
Tosino pila na?
Kana 600.
Niyang pusit?
Kani ang dago
1,200 for the bigger squid, and then 1,100 for the smaller type. Kana sila pusit niya po na, ma'am, no?
Pusit.
Unsa na siya, ma'am, pila?
Tarorot 880.
So the tarorots, because I know the foreigners don't like the smell of dried fish, but this is a delicacy among Filipinos. So the way you look at it is you have your own delicacy, we have ours. It's just happened that we like the ones that stinky like this. So all sorts of dried fish. You got the cheaper ones, and they also have the colored dried fish. So Tabuan, this is in Cebu City. in the tip of San Shanko Street. So we have to see what Susan have there with her. And then I'll do a tour around so you have a look at the Tabuan dried fish tradings. Gopaha, purma ba? I was telling her that you displayed it well. Oh. So this is our dried fish trading area, Tabuan. Not only here that you can find the dried fish, there's also the makers of Cebuano chorizo. You know the Cebuano chorizo, like longa, you know, that's a kind of sausage that we do. So this is another kind that Susan's buying, the budburon dried fish. And Susan said that it's more expensive in Carbon when it comes to dried fish. Mas mahal din is Carbon, no? So when it comes to dried fish, if you like it as your souvenirs to give away to your friends and relatives when you come and visit Cebu, the best way to buy it is in Tabuan. But you have to repack it yourself because you can see it's not packed when you buy it. Whereas if you buy it in the front for the tourist type of dried fish, they're already vacuum sealed, so that's the one for giveaway. Because like OFWs, balikbayans like to have some of these when they go home, give to their Filipino friends as souvenirs or gifts from the Cebu Island. And a lot of this dried fish comes from Bantayan Island. So Tabuan is also selling a lot of this special chorizo de Cebu. There, those are the Cebuano sausages, and we call them chorizos.
Ikaw, teka ni kadabuan mo. Donor. Donor pa.
What name is okay there? So she's buying some chorizo. The pila ni nani madam?
50 ang dosena.
12 per dozen. Ah, so 50 per dozen. And then kananda ko madam?
200 ang kilo.
That's now per kilo. Only the small one is per dozen. Ang skinless,
20 ang pack.
20 per pack. The skinless chorizo. So this is another thing that Susan sells. Because you know this woman will just sell, cook, anything that they think that the neighborhood will buy.
Lain na color ila ka unsa. Lahi ayo kami sa lahi lain sa tagiya.
Unsa pero pareha ra baboy gyapon.
Ayan, kuwan na.
Kanang walang butang
Alas
color.
pag nang ba.
So if you see that there are other colors of chorizos, this is just the style, but it's just the same. Pareha din ang flavor, ma'am. Outside color. Color, ha? Ha? Pila sana siya pareha ra gyapon. 200 ang kilo. It was 200 per kilo. But it's just the style that they don't color. It's natural pork. Original color of the chorizo is that. And some put some pink ones because it becomes sweet and spicy. And this is just natural, regular flavor chorizo. Then it also comes in skinless type. It's 20 pesos per pack. So Susan is now. Hello. These are all flower vendors. So Tabuan Market extends on the back.
Balik na diri. Pero mubalik na to baya, ma'am. Kay tuwa ko dito sa kyanan, mubalik ra ta.
Yeah, mobalik ta.
Naara man di akong plastic ka dito.
Oo.
Plastic sa buwag.
So there are also stalls that sell sacks. The sacks of rice that they have used from their feeds or rice and feeds from the for animals. They are also selling it here by piece. So this is what Susan Suki for plastic. This is now on the back of Tabuan.
Ito itong para sa pinikas.
Gaga.
Para sa pinikas.
Look,
Wa ko kakuan.
Chintara. Munggus. May natay sakyanan.
Kato baka ni iyahan ko ano.
Wonder Mungus man eh. Makatong pareho lang like ka. This is like Wonder Mungus. It's quite good. So there's the rice corn. 44 per kilo, and then the black rice at 90 per kilo. But this is now the prices of the grains. Red rice is 48 per kilo. Ano? Kauban. Long grains, imported rice, 42. And the cheapest is this one. NFA, 27 pesos per kilo. You can imagine, these are brown, you know, not polished. Then you got a Princess Bea. So you have an idea of how much rice costs these days. You got Peacock, 38. Broken Granador. Then another Jasmine broken rice at 34 pesos per kilo. Usually, this is the sort of rice that Susan feed her family. This NFA, which is only 27 pesos per kilo. But the nice ones, like Don Conchita, is 48 pesos per kilo. Excellent. Then the popular one, Ivory, 46 pesos per kilo, and the Ganador.